What's up, y'all? It's Michael with Mad Mike's Customs. Just wanted to come here and show y'all what a 5.7 engine looks like. This is the messy side. So you see it's still got like the gas lines on it. These two lines sticking out. Gas lines. They go to the back of the carb. There's one. There's the other. I'll be removing that stuff. I did get this side of the motor prepped. Kept the spark plug wires in the orientation they were going with the distributor cap. I was told this motor was running, so we're not going to go too deep into trying to like repair it. I'm probably going to change the rear main seal and the oil pan gasket. That's about it. I was told to pull the valve covers off to check inside. I'm not going to pull them off just yet till I prep the other side and get those gas lines off. The fan was bent in 4 different positions, so I rebent all the blades. I just didn't want to have to take all that off and damage the water pump or mess with anything of that variation. It's not going to go around completely because it's touching those wires down there. But yeah, for the most part, all the blades are straight. Little kinks here and there. Oil pressure sensor needs to be replaced. Coolant temperature sensor seems fine. These two lines down here, I'm not too sure what exactly they go for. Probably power steering lines. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, I went to this oil cooler adapter. You see this 2 coolers lines? And you see the oil filter? It's got a cooler adapter on there. So that's an oil cooler. I'm not too sure why it has that. I don't think mine has that. So that'll have to be taken off and removed. The oil pan does look like it's leaking. And I really just don't want to throw it on if it's going to be a problem. But we're going to go ahead and get these manifolds off. We're going to go ahead and get each bolt off. The reason why I'm making this video is just to show my progress from where I got the motor to where the motor is now. The people who sold it to me actually are helping me. They gave it to me for like a deal. I only put so much down and then I still owe them, I think, $225. But yeah, so basically I'm prepping this motor. I got to get all these oil cooler lines off, the oil cooler adapter, and then get a standard oil filter on. That kind of looks really funky to me. I've never even seen a setup like this before, so definitely gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, this manifold's got to come out. It's got this bracket right here. I hate these brackets on all these motors. It goes to the power steering pump. It's the back bracket. But yeah, these bolts got to come out and this manifold's got to drop out. So I'll figure it out. One way or another, it's coming off. Manifolds drop down anyway, so it should be able to drop down once I get these bolts out. But yeah, so far so good. Everything seems good. I haven't really seen any telltale signs of like the motor being bad. Although I haven't pulled the oil cap off. This will be a first on camera. No milky, sooty debris. Pretty dry in there. We'll see. It has a dipstick too, actually. Since this is my first video, I wouldn't mind putting that on documentation. It's sludgy, but no metal. Very old. Probably never had an oil change. They just ripped the motor out. That's what they told me they did. Said it was running, they just pulled it out. And then, like, yeah, don't do what I did. I got oil on my hands. Always have a nice clean towel. Keep your hands clean. Keep your hands away from your mouth and your eyes. Just like anything you do in life, be careful. Use proper safety. There are things that can like gouge your eye out if you fall. Normally I remove these, but that's for the carburetor cover for the air filter. I'm gonna leave that. It's got a lot of emission stuff I'm gonna leave for now. Things like this that I have no idea where it goes. I was thinking about removing this intake and just swapping my intake in here, but then I'd have to remove the distributor or work around it. And I just really don't want to do any of that. So I'm gonna leave everything along the way it is. I did notice some funky things on it that I'm not too familiar with. It's got these cooling lines on the back. I just gotta figure out where everything goes and make sure this is the proper intake. We'll see. That's the whole point of prep. Stay tuned. Michael with Mad Mike's Customs. 5.7 engine. Y'all be safe. Stay warm. This is what I removed so far. All the old hardware. It says a blowtorch. That's why it's all red hot. That's where all the dust is from too. And then take your time. When I was removing these, I had to heat up each bolt individually. And then I used a 14 millimeter ratchet. And let me tell you right now, this 14 millimeter, I had to use this and then tap it on with that dead blow to make sure it gripped the socket correctly. I almost rounded out one of the exhaust manifold bolts with using that impact set with the impact nut and impact gun. Yeah, no, use hand tools. Just take my word on it. You should never use impact tools when you're working on an engine to begin with. But I was trying to be quick and almost messed the project up before I got started. So with that said, have proper gas, have a proper dead blow hammer. I also do have proper leverage. I don't know where I set my little pipe, but there's one of my pipes. And then there's another one I use to swoop over this so I could get leverage. But yeah, so I use MAP gas, not propane gas. I use the yellow gas. Non-sponsored video. Waiting for that sponsorship. Keep my rag up top where I need it. This is the bar that I use for leverage. And so essentially working smarter, not harder. Slip this over. And then, like I said, you got to tap the bolt on so you don't strip the threads. Just, first hand. But yeah, so I'll have to tap this on later and do all that. Seems like I already have a bolt loose on my ratchet. Oh, that's silly. Brand new ratchet. All right, y'all. Michael, Mad Mike's Customs. Like, subscribe, comment. Stay tuned. Got more videos coming soon. This is a personal build for me. This is something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. And I'm doing it myself. And of course, this motor is a little different than mine. Probably was in a bigger truck series. Probably like a 2500. Just seems like it. But we'll mod it. We'll fix it. When I get the other motor off, I'll have all the other extra parts I need. Take your time. Be careful. Pay attention to all the broken sensors that you'll have to replace later on. Document them. And just be aware of what you're doing. Be safe. Like, subscribe, comment. Michael and Mad Mike's Customs. All right, y'all. Peace.